Hello, and welcome to FOLCs Forever, a Lois and Clark Rewatch podcast. Today we are talking about the new Superman movie, which we all got to see last weekend. There will be spoilers. Come on and join us.
Yay.
I just saw the movie this morning. It's supposed to start at 11:45. I hate previews. This is why I hate going to the theater. However, so what'd y'all think?
It's about a half hour.
25 minutes of previews. Ridiculous.
Yeah.
So what did you think?
For the first probably half the movie, I was like, okay, this is fine. I wasn't super invested in it. The dog was cute, obviously. I liked that Lois and Clark
Yes.
are together already as it starts. And this actor, Superman, he's adorable. He's great.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he kind of looked like a young Henry.
I mean, yeah, and there's
A
also
little
that.
bit.
He was a little bit Henry, a little bit Brandon.
I thought he's
Definitely not
adorable.
Dean, definitely not Christopher.
No. No, but he's adorable.
And then the second half of the movie drew me in a little bit more, and I was kind of leaning forward and, like, ooh, what's gonna happen now? My one thing that reason why I may not, I'm probably not going to go back to the theater and see it because of all the eyeball scenes. How many times we got into these eyeballs?
Yeah.
There was a lot of that.
Mm-hmm. The ick.
I hate that. That's
Yeah.
that's like my number one ick of all things.
Okay.
So.
I can see that. Yeah.
It was funny though when they were like poking the eye. Doot, doot, doot. Come on.
I know.
That's funny.
Well, it did.
Not to someone who that makes me like literally faint. So I had to close my eyes out a bit.
Yeah, there was that.
So overall, I think it was a very action-oriented, sci-fi-oriented movie. It did remind me of Guardians of the Galaxy. Those aren't my favorite films anyway, but I can see why people would like it. I'm not.
Yeah.
I think, Julie, you had a more positive experience. You want to tell us about what you thought?
Sure. I really loved it. I thought the first few minutes, it took a bit to get into it. It was a little slower because you had to get the storyline going or whatever. But then once it hit, like it was just, and read. Once it hit, like it just was pretty action-packed the whole movie. I liked the chemistry between Lois and Clark and that they were together. Like that's the first on-screen like movie chemistry that I felt between them, between those characters. Amy Adams, I love her. Not good chemistry in Man of Steel.
Right.
In Superman Returns, I didn't think they had great chemistry. So I enjoyed that. That was good. And there were a lot of jokes. I mean, it was silly. It didn't take itself too seriously, for sure.
Yes.
What did you think about Ma and Pa?
I'm glad that Pa is alive.
Yeah.
But
I don't think they're as good as Kay and Eddie. However,
Yeah.
I thought they were cute.
Yeah, I thought they were cute. It's hard to compare with Kay because Kay is going to always be the best, in my opinion.
Yes.
I felt like this Martha was the very thing that Kay went against when she auditioned for Martha. She was pushing back against that whole, like,
Absolutely.
do people from Kansas really have that strong an accent, or is Martha from somewhere else? What is going on?
I think the way she said Clark kind of annoyed me a little bit. It was like, Clark. But she was
I didn't notice
cute.
that actually.
Really?
It was different.
Clark. And she's definitely not good with technology and her phone.
Yeah, she was an older version for sure.
Yeah.
I feel like Kay brought the youth into her character a little bit more, but she stood up to the character. She was more a classic Ma Kent.
Do you guys like Jimmy? Does he remind you of Justin Whalen just a little bit?
A little bit. I was kind of getting Justin vibes.
I thought he was a dorky, a little, I don't know. He was cute though. I mean, like, he was a good, it wasn't
Cute
bad.
in a dorky way. Yes. Cute in a
cute in a
dorky
dorky way.
way.
Exactly.
But clearly good with women. Like he
I was doing calculations in my head going, wait, am I understanding the story correctly? Like she's going after him when that whole thing was going down. I was trying to think,
Yes.
Am I understanding this right? Like, so she likes him, but he's not into her.
Exactly. Like Justin Whalen would have never gotten Eve. There's no way. Not a chance.
You don't think?
No.
Man, in my teenage years, I thought, I mean, he had the haircut, Justin.
I think she
Justin
means
was-
the Jimmy character.
The Jimmy. Yeah. The
Oh,
Jimmy character.
This
Oh no,
Jimmy.
our Jimmy, because he never had any luck with girls. That's what I think what she's saying
No.
is
Yeah,
because
exactly. He would have
because
never gotten Eve. Mm-mm.
well maybe from one episode like Angela.
Yeah.
There you go. You took it, Angela, for a little bit.
I thought our Jimmy had some of the cool factor going for him. You don't think so?
He just didn't have luck. He
Eh,
just didn't
Okay.
have.
true.
Yeah. Okay. I loved counting the dogs and the animals. I was so excited. I was like, "Oh my gosh, if this was on our podcast, I'd be in heaven." I was like, "There's a turtle. There's a dog. There's
There's a
another dog.
cow.
There's a cat." Yeah. Cows and yeah. Oh my gosh.
I kept thinking of you, Jen, whenever the dog would do something that was like your dog's, where the tennis balls or the orbs, and
The
Your
like
spears.
I
toy.
have nothing else on my mind except for getting those right now.
Yeah. That was Parker and actually Gil in a nutshell. Like if there's a ball, I mean they got into the mind of a dog quite nicely.
Crypto definitely stole that movie. Stole it. He was the
Hmm.
best part, I thought.
It was so
It just
good.
reminded me of Emmett, my dog Emmett, so much with
Yeah.
his just unruly behavior. And I am constantly saying, leave it, leave it, leave it. That I started laughing as soon as Superman was like, leave it.
I thought it was funny that he kept going, ow, ow, stop it.
Yeah, ow, ow.
I'm like, excuse me, Superman.
Well, the dog's powerful too, so
That's true. That's
I
true.
was wondering that. I said, does the super dog hurt a Superman?
Hmm.
Or is it more mental? Like,
Yeah.
hmm.
It's probably
Because he was like,
annoyed.
ow,
I mean,
ow, leave it.
yeah. And what did you think of the end? I mean, without giving spoilers, there was a character that came into the scene,
that explained the dog, right? Is that
explain
the
the
one you're
dog.
talking
Yeah.
about?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought
Are we
that was a
giving
good way of
spoiler?
doing.
I think we've
Yeah,
given
we can
spoilers
do spoil.
already.
That was good because it explained why the dog doesn't listen.
Hmm.
Well, not that he would, because some dogs don't, but explained why
Hmm.
Clark
Yeah.
had such a hard time. And also, at the very beginning of the movie, you kind of got the feeling it wasn't his dog. Like he really cared about the dog, but not in the same way that, like, I see Jen caring about her dogs, you know?
Hmm.
I didn't see that. So
Yeah.
then I was like, oh, well, that makes sense because it's not actually his dog. Okay.
Yeah. At some point in the movie, he did say it's kind of a foster situation or something like that. So I was like, oh,
Hmm.
okay. Well, so it's not his dog, but
Yeah. That was when Lois was questioning, like, you have a dog? And I'm like, wait, she doesn't know he has a dog? How do you not know he has someone? You've been together for 3 months.
I know. I feel like I would have liked to have seen the build up, the progression of their relationship. I would have liked to have seen her figure out how did she find out that he was Superman. I would have liked to see those little pieces. I don't feel like that was ripped away from me necessarily. I still came out of the movie theater feeling like I had seen a great movie, but I would like to, if they ever decide to do a prequel, like when she
Flashback.
didn't know, yeah, do more Daily Planet scenes, do a little more of Clark and Lois and how did that happen? How did because Clark was kind of dorky, I thought. He was giving me Christopher Reeve vibes.
He was a dorky cute.
We
Hmm.
hardly got to see him at all with his glasses. That
I
was very
know.
short.
Yeah.
But way more Daily Planet than any of the other movies. So I did enjoy that,
That
that
Hmm.
was
they
a
actually
beautiful Daily
had more
Planet.
there.
I was just gonna say that, Molly.
Yes.
That was a beautiful set. Holy crap, that was good. I was looking for the scene where that little monster guy pops up and Julie, you're on the screen.
Yes.
Did I miss it in the movie?
That scene is so action-packed that I'm gonna have to wait for the DVD to slow-mo that thing because
Uh-huh.
in the trailer, I was pausing it like every millisecond. And I'm like, there I am. I'm that little dot.
Hmm.
But in the scene, like, I highly doubt you can see me, but I'm gonna have to watch it in slow-mo.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was fun. I did like that, seeing like some buildings that I saw and little scene parts that I saw. Not that I saw a lot, because obviously a lot of that was CGI with the big giant monster.
Yeah.
Obviously, I didn't see the big giant monster, but I saw, the drones going up in the air, taking all the shots, and I saw the people running and looking up in the sky and all that kind of stuff. So that was fun watching that scene. I was like, "Ooh, that's the scene I was at."
That's so
That's awesome.
interesting that they had all those cars and the extras and everything, but then you're in the shot and the drone van is in the shot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but you can't tell. You can't tell what that is, though. You just see cars and people and specks. Specks of people. Because there were
Yeah.
thousands of extras.
I really liked this Superman though. I thought he gave a real human aspect to the Superman series. Like he's not just this guy who goes off and fights the bad guys. He's caring and nurturing and he learned this thing, he learns things about his past that makes him question like, is this really who I'm supposed to be? And he just shows like a human side to him. And I loved it. I thought it was a good version. I thought it was good for kids. I thought it was good for me. Because I don't like the boring fight stuff all the time.
No, that's why I
But
didn't like Man of Steel that much. I enjoyed it just because I was so excited about a Superman movie finally, but that's why I didn't like Man of Steel. It was too dark. There was too much fighting, which is funny to say because there was a lot of fighting in this one too. But it
yeah,
was very not as
comic booky.
serious. Comic, it was more comic book for sure.
Hmm.
Not
Yeah,
as scary. And no deaths. Like he kept saying, like, is everybody okay? Like making sure nobody was gonna die. He saved a
yeah, I love
squirrel.
that.
He saved a
Yeah.
dog.
When he got smashed, I don't remember what came down on top of him because there was a number of times where he got plummeted by something big, but then he groundhogged he burrowed underneath the sidewalk. I thought that was really
Yeah.
cute.
Yeah.
I like the scene where he burst into Lex Luthor's place and he's like, "Where's the dog?" And he's so mad.
I know.
Like, oh,
And Lex is just, yeah, he was not a very nice guy, but
Never
they
is.
did a good job.
Yeah, that was really, really interesting. I mean, I know that there's always going to be people helping Lex Luthor. There's people that help him on our show and work with him and stuff willingly and not willingly. But in the movie, there was just so many people helping him and just in it with him. I was like, whoa, why are there so many evil
I
people?
know.
It was
Yeah,
a
awful.
lot.
true.
Some of them treated it like a video game too, so you could kind of see where they got their kicks, but others I was like, what are you even doing? Is he paying you well or do you believe in this shit or what?
Yeah. No, that's a very good point.
What did you think about Hawk Girl and her screech? Ah!
Oh,
Who?
Hawk Girl. I thought you said
Hawk,
hot.
hot,
I heard hot
hot
too.
girl. What
Hot.
did you think about hot girl?
Wait,
There were
I'm still
several.
confused who we're talking about.
The other
Hawk
lady
Girl?
in
Hawk
the
girl.
Justice
The
gang, the
Justice
one with the
Gang. The girl who flew. I thought she was going to be in it more, which I'm fine with because I'm not really a fan of Hawk Girl. I don't know that much about her really, but I'm assuming she'll be in the next one more, but who knows? But her screeching as she was flying, I was just like, really? We're going to go here? Okay. Here we go.
What about the Green Lantern?
I was glad someone made a dig about his haircut because holy crap, it was
It
bad.
was so bad.
I
And
love I loved it.
I thought it was funny though. It took me like 0.2 seconds to realize it was the guy from Castle.
Yeah,
But yeah, that was kind of fun to see.
I thought he was funny.
You should watch him in Waitress. He's so cute in that.
I've seen Waitress, but I don't remember. Yeah. I'm a huge Waitress fan, like Waitress the musical. I don't remember him being in that. That's how much
Yeah,
of an
he's like
impression.
her love interest, not the mean one, but the nice one.
But the
The doctor, he's the
the
doctor.
Dr. Pomodoro. Okay. I don't I guess I need to go back and watch it.
Maybe
Shoot.
he has a different haircut in that one.
Maybe.
Oh,
Maybe
he
a better
does.
Oh my
one.
He
gosh,
better.
that reminds me. The
It
hypno
was great.
glasses. Hypno
Yes.
glasses. That's why no
Yes.
one recognizes.
That's funny. That
No
was
glasses.
smart. That was smart.
Very.
P.S. Have you guys noticed the social media stuff that they've been doing?
The marketing
It's
is
yeah,
amazing.
so
It's
good.
so good.
They did something about that. One of the little clips they put on Instagram or Facebook or TikTok or one of those things was Jimmy was talking to Clark and he's like, and then he puts his glasses down and he's like, wait, where'd Clark go? Super funny. It's just some of their stuff is really good. Whoever's in charge of their marketing department needs a raise.
They're on it because I love
Yeah.
it. Everything that keeps coming out, I just love it. I love the one where they're doing tug of war with crypto. Did you see that one?
No, I haven't
They're
seen that
all
one.
on one side and then it's just crypto.
Cute.
I think that was my favorite one. I love it. It's so cute.
Aw.
But
Oh.
obviously, I love Crypto. Crypto's the best.
And thank you for the tip about the post credits thing, because I sat through the whole credits and I was like, all right,
Same.
yay.
I know.
I was
I
worried you
wait.
were going to be like, I waited this long for that small little scene.
Yeah,
But it was funny.
it was cute. So all in all, ranking as far as this version and other versions, how would you rank movie wise? I mean, nothing, we all know nothing is going to compare to our show. But if you had to rate movies, where does this one rank?
I would watch it again, but just not probably in the theater.
Okay, that's fair.
I'm putting it at the top. Like, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was hilarious. And I'm one that likes movies that are not, that aren't serious, that don't take themselves too seriously. This is a comic book movie. This is not a Batman movie that's dark and stuff goes serious, in our universe kind of thing. This was Superman, so it's comic book and it was fun. I thought it was fun. So I'm putting it at the top.
Yeah,
I liked it.
yeah,
I went
yeah.
twice, so that doesn't say something. I
You
don't know
did go
what does. I did.
nice.
The second one I went to IMAX 3D. It was pretty good.
Crypto in 3D. Yes,
Crypto in
please.
3D. Exactly.
I think I am kind of on the same page. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I don't know that I'll go back to see it in the theater, not because I didn't like it, just because I'm a cheapskate. But I do think, there were moments where I was like, okay, they're fighting again. It's I go into these movies expecting it is a superhero movie. Not everything's gonna be lovey-dovey, like he likes her, but I thought it was cute. I really liked his version of Clark and Superman, especially Superman, because he was so kind and had feelings and like what you guys were saying, he was like, "Are you okay? Did anyone get hurt?" He's helping the kids, he's helping the squirrels, he's, cares about the dog that's unruly. I mean, it was just super relatable. What a good guy. And that's what a superhero should be. A superhero should be a sweet, caring, nurturing, loving person. And that's exactly kind of what he gave us. And I ate it up with a spoon. Thought it was good. So I think
Yep.
it's probably right up there with, as far as movies are concerned, I think there's like the Christopher Reeve version, and then there's this one. And I think, I like them both for different reasons. They're both really good. So, but I like that it didn't take itself too seriously. It was cute.
Yeah, it's hard to put them together with the Superman the movie and this movie because they're so
Mhm.
very different. Superman the
Yeah.
movie was more realistic, more in our universe, whereas this movie was very much not that. Very
Right.
much not that.
Right.
There's other planets you can go to and Supergirl can get drunk on and like that wouldn't happen because that, in
Not
our
yet.
universe. So not yet. Maybe someday. It made me interested in other characters as well. I've never been interested in Mr. Terrific before, ever. I always thought that was a boring character. Granted, I don't know that much about him, but it seemed like a
Mhm.
boring character to me. And I thought he was really funny in this movie. What did you
Yeah.
guys think about Mr. Terrific?
Good. Yeah, I didn't know anything about him really. I'm glad that he helped Superman.
I
hmm
thought it was hilarious when he was like, "This ain't playtime, quit messing around. We have to get to Luther and stop the riff." And
Or the
Superman,
computer thing where the guy was like, I'll show you how to shut it down. He's like, I know how to shut it down. Get out of my way.
I'm goddamn Mr. Terrific. I don't need your help. I loved it. But I loved when he was like, quit playing around. And Superman was like, I'm not messing around. I'm
Oh
doing
yeah.
important
He's
stuff.
like laying there.
I know that was
Just got
cute.
beat the heck up. I'm doing important stuff.
One scene I thought was really cool is the one where he put the force shield, whatever, over Lois so that all the
Yes.
bullets, and you just kept seeing the camera pan around Lois and all these bullets flying towards her and her protected. That went on for
Mhm.
like 30, 40 seconds, but it was all, I
Yeah.
never got bored. I was like, this is a really cool
Yeah.
shot.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorite scenes, oddly enough,
Yeah.
because it was
Yes.
awesome.
Yeah, it really was. Something different. I hadn't seen something like that before that I know of. One thing that I found kind of, I don't know, maybe I wonder what you think is, when they broadcast his parents, Kryptonian parents' entire message, and just like that, suddenly everyone's like, boo, Superman, we hate him. It doesn't seem like that would happen so fast. In real life, these
Yeah.
celebrities that we see eventually get canceled. There's always people at first going, no, no, I want to give him. It just seemed like everybody was
Yeah.
suddenly like pitchforks and I don't know.
Soup cans.
Right.
That's what they needed
Yeah.
for the movie, but it seemed a little weird.
Did you
Yeah.
guys think that it was a real message, or do you think they'll retract that in the future?
I think they might have mistranslated it because what do they know?
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, do you think it was actually a real translation? Like they said it was, but they could easily flip that in a future movie and say, well, no, it wasn't. Like that's not
Well,
what they said.
I don't know for sure, but even if
Mm,
it was, he's right. Just because someone has intent for you doesn't mean you have to follow through. So,
Exactly. I kind of wondered if that wasn't because it was basically the bad guys with Lex Luthor who uncovered this message. I thought maybe that it was them creating this storyline and maybe like, making it look like they were saying something, even though maybe they weren't, or they mistranslated it or something like that.
hmm I do like what Paul was saying after that too, like what you wanted that message to mean, or what you wanted. What did he say? Something like what you wanted that message to mean says more about you than what it was meant to mean, or something like that. I thought that was a cool
hmm
little quote.
hmm
Yeah.
And like parents aren't for telling children who they're supposed to be. We're here to give y'all tools and help you make fools of yourself all on your own. Thought that was cute.
I watched it with my
That
dad
little.
and I did notice he looked over at me at that moment. I'm like, what are you talking about, Dad? Mean.
But that was a nice little scene where he was like, your choices, Clark,
Yeah.
not theirs.
Yeah, I think they really did a good job of building his character in this movie.
What were your thoughts on the monkey bots?
I like how Crypto was chasing them at the end. He was just chasing the
Yeah,
monkeys off.
that was cute at the end.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
At
thought
first,
that
I was
was
like,
very,
really, monkey bots? But I'm like, okay, wait, this is a comic book. All right,
this is a
we can have
direct
monkey bots.
nod to the trolls online who really do act like monkey bots.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
Like, hashtag super shit.
I bought it. I bought it.
Yeah. But I like crypto playing with them.
Yeah. What about the punk rock music? Did you like the music?
I like that. I liked the music in the movie.
At first, when I heard the song, I was like, "Oh, this is what they were going for." But I've heard it a few times since, and I kind of dig it now a little bit. I let it like sit in me for a little bit, and I don't know, I kind of enjoyed it now.
I was gonna say there weren't any Clark as a youngster scenes, but then there kind of was with that when he's laying on the thing and he's hearing the messages we see. But the only thing about that was you see all these shots of Martha, Jonathan, and Clark like, interacting, and I'm like, who's filming this? Did they have like a fourth person
Yeah,
there at their house?
exactly.
They set up their tripod.
Exactly. I'm kind of wondering if that was an afterthought because I was on all of the casting emails and they were casting young Clark really, really late. And when they brought up that whole casting email, I was like, wow, they're just now casting young Clark. What the heck? So maybe they added it last minute or something. I don't know. Or maybe they were just like, well, we're doing that last. Who knows? It just
Yeah,
surprised me. But young Clark was adorable.
he was
He
very
was so
cute.
cute. But also, Superman is punk rock. Don't you know? He said he was. He said he was punk rock.
His parents are not, on the other hand.
Yeah. Lois was like, no, no, you're not. One more
Okay.
thing. Did you guys like when Guy was flipping off the flipping off the what was he doing? When his hand came up with the middle finger and he was like flicking the tanks and things in a big fight. Did you
I
guys
missed
notice
that.
that?
No.
I
What?
did not notice that. I didn't
Oh,
notice
come
it.
on. That was awesome. Like the big giant green hands were coming out and knocking over stuff in the fight, and it was just like his middle finger.
I did not
That
notice
was
that.
hilarious.
Aw.
Oh yeah, that's another thing.
Ah,
I wanted to say that I was very happy, that they made a big point of evacuating Metropolis. Although
Oh,
yes.
I don't see the feasibility of being able to do anything like that quickly. But hey, at least they
yes.
tried to get everybody out before they smashed the buildings.
Yeah,
I
where was
know.
the
I watched the
traffic
buildings
jam?
fall. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, there
One
was
minor
kind
thing.
well,
It's
little
very
one.
minor.
Little.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people to get out of there quickly.
Yeah.
Oh, but I did love when Crypto attacked Lex too. That was great.
It
Mm.
was
When
so
Secret
good.
Mary
Because
was like,
Clark's just
no,
like,
no,
no,
stop.
yeah, no, I can't. Okay,
know.
we've already established I
Like,
can't
oh,
control this
crap.
dog. Oh, well.
Love it.
Whoops. Crypto's a good boy.
Hey, thanks for joining us today. Please remember to subscribe to this podcast and stay tuned for next week when we drop episode 7 of season 1, Smart Kids.
3 friends laughing, munching snacks. Lois and Clark were always coming back.
Is that a pig?